I'm about to eat at Disney's 5 most expensive resorts for 5 days.
Oh, there's a tractor coming through, girl. Let me just stand over here. Thank you for constructing the magic so we can enjoy it. You wanna know what my favorite Disney quote is? When you make a wish on a star, that'll cost you $20. No, that's not it. That's not right. A dream in your heart just might come true, but it's not gonna be free. We do take checks. Oh, whoa, oh, here, it's this one. To infinity and beyond. The price of eggs. So as we all know, Disney resorts are not the cheapest places to stay at. I mean, they do have a few budget hotels, but most of them are genuinely overpriced. And that's coming from me, a Disney adult. And I know everyone hates Disney adults. Well, I hate you too. How about that? How about that? I'm just kidding. I fart magic. Okay, there's no hate in my heart or my fart. So I've decided to visit the 5 most expensive Disney resorts over the next 5 days so we can explore them, see if they're worth it, and of course, review the luxury food. I'll be eating 2 meals per day, brunch and dinner, and every meal is gonna be at a different restaurant. So we'll be trying 10 luxury Disney resort restaurants within the week. It's gonna be epic. But not the same kind of epic as Epic Universe. Okay, it's different, because that's the competition. I know I've made some videos at these resorts in the past, but I've never tried most of the restaurants that we're trying in this video. So I'm ready for new experiences, new flavors, and the same old Disney magic. Ooh, what is that? Oh, it's a dandelion. I thought it was a bumblebee. So let's talk about the resorts. On Monday, today, we will be eating at the Yacht and Beach Club resorts. This is the Yacht Club. The average price per night typically costs around $729. And yes, I found these prices on Google. If you want specifics, ask Mickey, but you might have to learn how to speak rap. Just give him a piece of cheese, he'll tell you anything. Tuesday, we'll be visiting the Riviera resort, which is around $772 per night. Wednesday, we'll be going to Disney's Contemporary Resort, and the average price ranges from $600 to $1,000 per night. I have stayed there and I did pay those prices. Was it worth it? No. Oh! What was that? I think it was a wasp. Paul Rudd, come get your wife. Thursday is the Polynesian Village Resort, which ranges from $600 to $900 a night. And Friday, the grand finale, will be at the Grand Floridian. See what I did there? And that is Disney's most expensive resort, which ranges from $700 to $1,200 per night. I'm surprised Mickey's not wearing gold 24/7. Maybe he wants to seem relatable, but guys, he's a billionaire. He's the enemy. I'm just kidding. Okay. Now, I know you're wondering, Timmy, are you actually staying at these resorts? You're elegant, you're opulent, you'll fit right in. The truth is no. I'm not. I'm just visiting to eat and I'm leaving. I do have the budget to stay at like one of these resorts for a night, but I don't have the budget to stay at all 5. That would be completely insane. So I just decided not to stay at any. Okay, not everyone has a fairy godmother. There's no one to make me a diamond slipper I could pawn at Jared's. Cinderella really got privileged in one night, didn't she? And why? She has courage and kindness. I'm kind too. I might not be courageous. I do have social anxiety. Is that why I can't be a princess? Sorry, let me chill. It gets me heated. Anyways, it's Monday, so we're about to go into the Yacht Club and have our first luxurious lunch. But first, give this video a big thumbs up if you're enjoying it. It is the easiest way to support little old me in my whole career. Also subscribe. I make food content.
This is the front of the Yacht Club Resort. Now, the moment I arrived, I smelled something that didn't really fit in with the luxurious atmosphere. It smelled like, how the French say, duck feces? Donald Duck must have taken a trip to Koreatown because, girl, it stunk. It smells like caca. Oh my gosh, look how shaken up I was. I feel so bad for myself. So let's go inside. I've never stayed at this resort, but I have visited here once just to eat, and it was gorgeous, but it was at nighttime. This time I arrived at daytime, obviously, and it just lit up the room, literally. I could really see all the decor in detail. I love the paints, the different colors, the light blues with the cream pastels, whatever they say on HGTV. And girlies, they had a miniature model of the first yacht ever created. It was called the Ark, and some man named Noah made it. He said, we are gonna have a manicure station for the 2 bears on board with those long claws. We are gonna have a spa for the flamingos. They can get those long necks massaged. And they also had a giant globe, so I searched on it, of course, to find myself, because I'm the center of the universe, and I found Florida. Girl, that is not the shape of Florida. That is not what we look like. I'm offended. So as you can see, I'm blending in. Literally, my pants are blending in with the couch. Here's a quick little tour of some of the amenities. They have a market with gorgeous mannequins. As you can see, they're giving 1920s Depression era. I think they're really gonna fit in this year, girlies. They have typical Disney merch, clothes, and they have this little deli type of place you can get some food, which is very nice. Now, this is the pool area. It was under construction, so I couldn't even see it. There were just men working. Mickey had his little cosplay on, acting like he's helping the construction workers. He's not. This is the backyard of the resort. As you can see, they have a lawn, they have flowers, wasps, as we saw before, and they also have a lighthouse. So if you're out in the middle of this Disney pond lost, you can always find your way back home. And I really like how the building itself does have a lighthouse aesthetic to it too. That is super creative, and I really admire the theming. Besides that broke my immersion. They also have a half-sunken pirate ship just to make you feel even more immersed, just like the ship is immersed in the ocean. And look, guys, they have 4 diamond awards. I don't know what that means, but it's probably from Michelin himself. Here's some more hallways, some chandeliers. This is one of their restaurants called Yachtsman Steakhouse. I have eaten here once and it was delicious. Very expensive, but delicious. We are not eating here today. We are eating at a place I've never been to, Ale and Compass Restaurant. So this is it. This is what the inside looks like. I was expecting to see maybe like a huge compass on the wall, but I guess that they're not that on the nose, you know? And this is the menu. Pause if you'd like. The lunch menu is quite small, but I made it work.
Girlies, this place is stunning. Stunning. The waiters are so nice. I have a whole booth to myself. I have basically a ring light above me, but instead of rings, it's like glowing little berries. Am I in the Avatar forest? Also, I am so flattered right now. The hostess, she was like, "Are you a Disney cast member?" And I said, "No, I couldn't." And she was shocked. She was like, "What?" And she was like, "You have the spirit." And I truly have never blushed more in my life. That's such a compliment because Disney cast members are the nicest people on this crust of earth. So it's called Ale and Compass. I'm guessing they're trying to market to the demographics that love beer, obviously the man, and people that love knowing where to go. They know where north is. They know where south is. People that know how to use a compass are kind of pretentious. I'm sorry. I get it. If you got lost in the forest, you'd be able to find the stream to catch the fish and you'd follow the sun. Congratulations. Oh, you're from Milwaukee? I'm sorry. Every time I make that joke, I get comments from people saying, "Timmy, I'm from Milwaukee. What do you have against Milwaukee?" It's a quote from Bridesmaids. I love Milwaukee. I've never been there, but I'm sure it's a gorgeous place. Anyways, I did get a very experimental appetizer. You guys know I've been really trying to step out of my comfort zone when it comes to aquatic creatures and oceanic entities. So this is another one of those moments. I'm nervous, but I'm hyped.
It's a crab cake. Did you guess it? You probably guessed it. That's so Raven. No, that's so you. My subscriber. That's so subscriber.
I got a crab cake. Little old me choosing to eat a cake of crab. I've come a long way. So this is, I think it's like a jumbo crab cake or something. It's a jumbo lump crab cake. Stone ground mustard cream, lemon emulsion. Oh, sounds painful. Succotash, which is like a corn mixture, right? And greens. So it's lump crab. So I guess this crab has more lumps than the other crabs. Listen, I don't want the other crabs to make you feel insecure about your lumps. Okay, Fergie said her lumps were lovely. And I want you to feel that same confidence, sis. Thank you so much. Thank you. Even the way the water was poured felt luxurious, did it not? There's something about the trickle. Okay, let's just, ooh, it's very soft. It's softer than I imagined. Oh my gosh, okay, let's get a chunk of the lump. Oh. Oh, it's taking me on a roller coaster. So I have a little secret. You guys know I've dragged seafood for years, even though I barely ever tried it. Deep down, I always thought that crab cakes looked real good. I always thought to myself, I know I'm supposed to hate this. It's like a forbidden love. It's Romeo and crab cake. But something about it looked enticing to me. And honestly, it tastes exactly how I imagined it. It's barely fishy. The texture reminds me of tuna mixed in mayonnaise. Like it's very that, but with the crispy outside, right? The fried areas don't taste oily at all. And it is a simple flavor. It's like a less fishy tuna. It's like if tuna said, let me tone it down. I'm doing too much. And then this mustard cream is honestly giving like potato salad, and it goes very good with the crab cake. And the succotash adds some freshness and a difference in texture, which is needed because it is borderline mushy, but the corn kind of breaks that up. It isn't bad at all. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Guys, I had a crab cake. I really feel like a person on a yacht, you know, because people that are on yachts catch crabs and, oh, I know, they catch crabs from the ocean, like they throw in the cage and they pull it up. You know, I just feel like Jennifer Coolidge in White Lotus.
I've got this. I feel like the 4th of July.
For my entree, as you can see, I got chicken and waffles. Fried chicken atop 3 little circular waffles. The portion was small, but it was so pretty, I just had to take a photo shoot with it.
While I was waiting for my boil and pancakes with a pattern, I had a random thought. Have you ever seen Little Mermaid 2, Return to the Sea? Did she return? Right. It used to be my favorite movie, but I was just wondering, before Melody was born, was she a caviar? Was she like a big piece of caviar? Did she hatch? Is Ariel hatching eggs? These are questions that will never have an answer, because apparently that movie's not canon. The chicken and waffles have crispy fried chicken, savory waffles, so they're gonna taste salty, which I'm fine with. Love a salty waffle. Love a salty waffle. And it has cranberry maple syrup. That's different. Okay. I kind of want to try everything separately and then everything together. Let's first try the waffle with the syrup. Ooh, very crispy. Oh. It's not what I expected.
It's really different. It's unique.
I thought chicken and waffles was a safe bet, and it's not that it's bad, but it kind of tastes like someone put a scoop of stuffing leftovers in a waffle iron. In texture and in flavor, it really tastes like Thanksgiving stuffing, and I don't mind Thanksgiving stuffing at all.
Tasting good?
Oh, it's all great so far. Thank you.
Kind of. He's so nice. I didn't want to say no.
It is crispy on the outside, but it has a soggy bread texture inside. Think French toast casserole. So it's a bit soggier than your typical stuffing, and the flavor really is giving thyme, a lot of onion, and these aren't bad flavors, but it's just, I don't know, I'm not the biggest stuffing person. If you love stuffing, I think you'll adore these. Now, I do think the cranberry syrup makes it taste a little better, because, you know, cranberry stuffing, Thanksgiving, giving thanks for everything we have. So it does help a bit, and it does have more of a loose jam texture than a syrupy texture, so it's not that sticky. But yeah, let's try the chicken. The chicken's probably gonna slide. It's chicken, you know? Is this boneless? I think it is. It kind of looks like 10 pieces of Panda Express orange chicken stuck together, does it not? Okay, oh, goodness gracious. This is bizarre. This is bizarre. Am I in the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror right now? You guys know I love Disney. I know this is the first meal. I don't want to start off on a bad note, but I am so extremely disappointed. The chicken on the inside is just weird. It's like chicken thigh, but it's like pieces of chicken thigh kind of stuck together to create this blobby look. Maybe they're trying to fit in with the lump crab. They're like, hey girl, I have lumps too. And that's not the only issue with the chicken inside. Chicken thighs are supposed to be some of the juiciest pieces of chicken, but this is dry chicken thigh. I've rarely had a dry chicken thigh. It's very hard to dry one out. It's very juicy. And then the breading on the outside is quite flavorless. It does kind of have a slight cornflake flavor to it, but that's it. I don't taste any salt, pepper, garlic, paprika, cayenne. And the texture is rocky, gravelly, if you will. I felt like I was chewing on a rock, and I know some rocks have minerals in them, but they're not good for your teeth, so just take a multivitamin, sis. Have you heard of the Flintstones? Terrible texture, no flavor, dry chicken, shocking. So let's try everything together so we can be disappointed once again for one last time. You know, the fried stuffing does add a little bit of extra flavor to the chicken, but the chicken doesn't add anything to the stuffing, so it just kind of tastes like stuffing with dried up crackers on top. Honestly, if I ate this with a blindfold, I would think I was just eating a box of Ritz. Nothing's working. It's not a good entree. One of the worst entrees I've had at Disney in my whole Disney career, and I'm a world-renowned Disney influencer, so I've had a lot. I'm gonna have to give it a 3 out of 10. Ooh. On a yacht? I'm just gonna plop in the ocean like Jennifer Coolidge. Well, tonight we are eating at the Beach Club Resort, which is basically the sister resort to the Yacht Club. It's like the same thing to me. That's why I just lump them together, you know? Like like a lump crab again.
And we are eating at an all-you-can-eat buffet.
It's dinner time. I am here parked at the Beach Club Resort. Oh, so fun fact, if you have a dining reservation, you can park at the resort for free, even if you're not staying here. So just a nice little perk, going to let you know as the Disney influencer I am.
So as you can see, the Beach Club Resort looks very similar to its twin sister, the Yacht Club. At the front entrance, they had this vintage wooden car made out of a tree.
Where's the AC?
And this is the lobby. Wow. Okay, there it is. Wow, it's so pretty. It has the same vintage feel as the Yacht Club lobby, but with more sand. Oh, it just smelled like ocean breeze. It smelled like Febreze.
Oh my gosh, Pennywise. This is demonic.
They had a little marketplace just like the Yacht Club did. A cute little store with some things to buy, because that's what a store is. And this is where I'm having dinner, the Cape May Cafe. So I didn't realize that it was a seafood dinner buffet. That was a bit of a shock. I felt like an eel was shocking me. So my table had a bucket on it with utensils in it, and this is the food they had available. So they had some salads, of course, seafood, more seafood, another seafood. You get a piece of seafood, you get a piece of seafood. And they also had some other things like pasta and pizza, some cornbread, some clams, some oysters, some mussels, all the little shell creatures, and some ribs and corn and chicken and things like that. So for my first plate, this is my appetizer plate, I got some oyster strips. I also got a piece of fried fish nugget, some chipotle salad, some paella with a mussel, and some cornbread.
Girlies, I have to get this out of my system. I'm in a bit of a mood because a lot of you know I have a stutter. I've always had a stutter, but I went to speech therapy. It's gotten a lot better, so I barely get stuck now. But I've been extra anxious about it this past week for some reason, and I got stuck when I was checking into the reservation, and the girl was so nice, but I was like, Timothy? And then I was like, I'm sorry, I have a stutter. I got stuck twice, girl, and she was so nice about it, but it just put me in this little bit of a funk, so I'm trying to get out of it. The food will help. Maybe not the seafood. That might bring me down more, but everything good? Oh, yes. It all looks great so far. Enjoy it. Thank you. I just spoke perfectly. I'm okay. I'm fine. It's fine. I should not be ashamed of it. I'm doing nothing wrong. I was born this way. Okay, that was a good venting session. I feel better. Oh, I just noticed a big sandcastle behind me. I love that. Life is good. People make sandcastles. People are happy and they eat rainbows and sunshine. So I think Cape May Cafe has a bit of a branding problem. Why is it not called a Cape May Buffet? Anyways, let's first try something safe, the chipotle salad. This is the first fresh thing I've eaten today. Girlies, that is fresh, fierce, and fantabulous. That might be the most stereotypical sentence I've ever said. And I'm a walking stereotype. The chipotle ranch tastes really fresh. It has such a creamy, mayonnaise-y, ranchy, garlicky flavor with a little hint of spice. All the veggies taste fresh. Love the corn, love the cherry tomatoes, and the black beans. I love it. I'm giving that salad a 9 out of 10. Now, cornbread. Oh my God. Dare I say, that is perfect cornbread. It is the exact level of sweetness that I prefer in my cornbread. It has the exact amount of corn grain crop circle flavor. I can taste that the aliens probed it. You know, they were like, is this fresh corn? I don't know. I think I saw a better patch on the other side of Idaho. It's also super moist, super cakey, just everything you'd want in cornbread. 10 out of 10. By the way, this bucket is meant for trash. She was like, after you take your silverware out of it, you can use it for trash or for shells and things like that. So okay, so we have just seafood left on this plate. As you can tell, I kind of left it for last out of terror. Like I said, I've been trying a lot of seafood recently, but these are certain things that I've always been terrified to try, like clams. I've never tried a clam. Do I look like I've tried a clam? These are little clam strips. So let's just dig in. Ooh, the kelp is really coming through. The sand is taking over. You know, there comes a point where you experiment so much, you try so many things, and at some point you just have to say, enough. I think this is my moment. It started out pretty good. Honestly, it tasted like fried okra for a second. It might be the breading, but then the true evil came through and it turned into something
much more sinister and insidious than I could have ever imagined.
It got this very strong seaweed fermented fish flavor, and it really took me by surprise. It really made me want to cast a spell on the seafood to make it all go extinct. I know that would hurt the ecosystem, but I'm hurt. Do I matter less than the ecosystem? Let me cast a spell. Hashtag make a licky, thicky, 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 freaky Friday. Freaky Friday. I'm gonna give the oysters a 3 out of 10. Now this is a fried fish nugget. To me, this sounds doable. Oh, I think it's salmon. Oh. Girlies, I have chills. I have chills on my head, on my eardrum. When I was a wee lad, me and my family were very low on money and we used to have canned salmon. And I remember hating it. This tastes like canned salmon. Now, I've had fresh salmon. I haven't minded it. It's okay, but this, oh, I can't do it, love. I'm sorry. It's not giving catch of the day. It's giving can of the day. The breading is nice and thin. It kind of reminds me of calamari breading, which isn't bad, but I can't with the canned flavor. I can't do it. So I'm gonna have to give that a 1 out of 10, girlies. I'm sorry. Let's try the paella. Now, I've never had this. I've actually never even held one. Hey, girl. I think it's a mussel. This is a mussel. Ooh. Oh, look at her out of her shell. Wow. It looks like a giant booger. It looks like a sinus infection. Let's try it. First time for everything. Come on. It better make me buff. I'm slobbering. Thank you. Oh my God. I've always wanted a 6-pack, but girlies, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. The paella rice is nice. It tastes like arroz con pollo. As you guys know, I'm half Cuban, but arroz con pollo is chicken and rice, and it's like this yellow rice with this kind of like salty chicken bouillon flavor. It tastes just like that. So I love the rice, but the mussel itself was life altering. I don't think I'm ever going to be on the same path as I was before. The flavor wasn't terrible. It just kind of tasted a little bit like seaweed, but very calm. What really bothered me was the texture. I expected like escargot, like you know, like a balloon. But this melted in my mouth like pudding, like muscle pudding. Most of it instantly dissolved, and then there was like a tendon, like a loin that was hanging on to everything that made it a bit chewy. Horrific. I'm giving that a 0 out of 10.
For my entree round, I got pizza, I got a piece of roast beef, I got some lemon pepper chicken, mashed potatoes, and barbecue ribs.
Okay, so I'm calming down about my stutter. I'm feeling better, but I'm feeling worse about the food. As you can see, I got a lot of land mammals just to kind of balance out the fish in my stomach. And I know you're thinking, Timmy, you got pizza at a buffet when there's so many bougie options? Yes, I did, because you know what I need right now? I need comfort. Come on, Chuck E. Cheese. I just realized that's Mickey's only rat competition. That's what that pizza's giving. I have to say, I think it has the sweetest marinara sauce that I've ever had underneath that cheese. Almost as sweet as like a dulce de leche, like a where there's originale. Other than that, it tastes like typical party pizza. You know, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. Next up, mashed potatoes. All right. They definitely taste real. They definitely taste very buttery. I think a whole village of Amish people churned butter at the same time just so Disney would have enough butter to put into this one scoop. So I like the fact that it's so buttery and salty, but there's a sort of weird kind of raisiny brown sugar aftertaste. I know it's a random thing to say and you're probably like, what is he talking about? A raisin essence and potatoes? You don't know me. You don't know my brain, how it works. I'm just kidding. You guys know me well. I mean, I just vented to you about my speech impediment. Let's try this lemon pepper roasted chicken. I love lemon pepper anything. I think it's one of the best seasonings out there. Well, is it 2 seasonings put together? Is that what it is? It's a duo seasoning. It's a duo lipa seasoning. Oh my goodness. Bone. I know I might eat like an animal, but I don't chew on bones. Leave that to the beast. Whenever Belle gets a rotisserie chicken from Publix, the beast says, eat the meat, Belle. Leave the bones for me. I need to gnaw. You can't take the dog out of the man, all right? That is very nice chicken. Is it the best chicken ever? No, but it's very good. I think it's perfectly tender, juicy, roasted to perfection. And it has, honestly, more of a paprika flavor, more of a smoky flavor than a lemon pepper one. I wish there was more lemon and more pepper, obviously. They come together. But it was good. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. Last but not least, before dessert, we have our ribs. These are big and juicy. I hope I like them. These ribs are near perfect. I gotta say, I would compare them to really good chain restaurant ribs, like Chili's or TGI Fridays, but like on a good day. Very tender, perfectly smoked, not too much of a hammy flavor. I don't like hammy ribs. I know pork is ham, but ham is not rib. Right? Do you get me? Like rib is rib and pork is pork, but pork is not rib and rib is not pork. The girls that get it. The girls that get it. Very nice, classic, nothing unique, but great. I'm gonna give them a 9 out of 10.
For my dessert round, I got a fruit tart puff, a maple cherry donut, a cookies and cream bonbon, a Boston cream pie cupcake, and this buckle cake.
Okay, so there's some very interesting desserts, like a seasonal fruit buckle. To me, it looks sort of like a bread pudding.
I want to scream so bad, but my high-pitched voice would break the sound barrier.
That's one of the best Disney desserts I've ever had. It's so warm. It's sort of like a bread pudding meets like an undercooked cake. It has the slightest cinnamon flavor, but it mostly has a brown sugar, comforting, almost like blondie flavor. And you know what they say, blondies have more fun, right? What about baldies? What about us? We have even less fun than brunettes. They're so boring. I'm just kidding. Girlies, I'm a brunette, or I was, but. And then the berry sauce literally tastes freshly made. Freshly, wait, what's the word that they call? No, au jus? No, campote. Freshly campoted. It's a little bit tart, but mostly just fresh. Amazing, incredible, show-stopping, never the same, 10 out of 10. Next up, we have this little cream puff tart. Very simple, but once again, very fresh. The berries are just so sweet, and there's just a burst of brightness. And that vanilla custard is perfectly thick, barely sweet. It's just everything. So I'm gonna give that another 10 out of 10. What's going on? So good. Now this is a maple cherry donut. Oh my God, that's just as good as the buckle. There's an almond extract cherry flavor in there. It has the texture of an old-fashioned donut and that slightly fried flavor too. But there's also this strong cloves flavor that really brings in the season, you know? And it makes the cherry flavor taste so much more interesting and it makes it more deep.
You know, like my voice.
So I'm gonna have to give that another 10 out of 10. This might be the best Disney dessert buffet I've ever had. Now it's time for the chocolate bonbon. Don't know what this is, but it looks good. Okay, it's like a mousse inside of a shell. You've heard of ghost in a shell? Get ready for mousse in a shell. That's a hectic situation type showtime moment. That mousse, flavor-wise, tastes exactly like cookies and cream ice cream, but just without the ice, you know? This is what cookies and cream ice cream would taste like if Elsa lost her powers and forgot how to make ice cream, which is her whole purpose. She can make castles, whatever. Make us ice cream, girl. And the mousse holds its shape in a very non-gelatinous way. It's very interesting. And the chocolate shell is so light. It's a delicate, delicious, almost once again, refreshing dessert. A lot of these are just refreshing. I feel like I'm drinking a Dasani. Last but not least, Boston cream pie donut. I mean, cupcake. That's very nice. It's probably my least favorite out of all the desserts, but still, it's still great. The cupcake underneath is very simple, very basic, but the custard on top is so cold, and I think it's the same custard that's in the fruit tart. I love that they're using the same ingredients on different things. You know, it's very inventive, and it's resourceful. That's a really good trait to have, especially with the apocalypse coming up, you know? And then the chocolate fudge on top adds a little hint of richness that really brings it all together. Very nice, 8 out of 10. So this was a pretty good meal besides the seafood, right?
Tuesday. Oh, I'm bringing the club to the sky right now. So it's time to go to the Riviera Resort. I did not have a reservation for lunch because we're eating at a quick service place, so I had to take the Skyliner. I love taking the Skyliner. It's fast, as you can see. And if I didn't mention it, I parked at Hollywood Studios because I can park there for free as an annual passer. Not to brag, but I live really close to Disney. It's like really cool. This is the Riviera Resort. Fun fact, river means Riviera. Also, it's Disney's newest resort. And it's one of the few that's in one big building. So they have flowers, as you can see. They have an athletic fitness center. Guys, I'm so athletic. This is like a courtyard area, and they have a hallway with tons of movie posters in French. La Reine des Neiges, Zootropolis, vice versa, Vienna, sausage, Rouse, Vaca, Internet, Allah, Richard, Ricardo, Di Dori, Glee, incredibly, tu,
septiembre and cocoa.
I went upstairs super fast to the lobby, and this is what it looks like. I have been here once before, but I've never stayed here. This is the La Boutique. I'm assuming it's the little store they have. And then this is the La Petite Café, which is the little Petit Café they have. It's tiny. This is part of the pool. It has a castle. It's giving Prince Eric's castle, is it not? This is the little bar they have called Bar Riva. So they do have food here, but the menu didn't look that exciting to me. So I chose to eat at Primo Piatto for my Tuesday lunch. It is a quick service place, and I have eaten here once before, but guys, it was really good. So I had to come back. It's very small, but it's very cute. And I got the spicy Italian sandwich with tomato soup and the strawberry chocolate fries for dessert. Oh.
Okay, so I did bring my poncho today because a girly that's prepared is a girly that's always dry. And in the words of Hilary Duff, waiting for you is like waiting for rain in this drought. Useless and disappointing. Exactly. That had nothing to do with what I was saying before, but it was about rain, so it sort of did. I just wanted to quote her. I love her. This resort is so gorgeous, guys. Now, I think the theme is France because of the names of like the bakery. It's like Le Tapisserie, and the cafe is like Le Petit Café con Leche. Let me just double check. Disney's Riviera Resort is themed around Walt Disney's love for Europe, specifically the French and Italian Riviera. I love that. I didn't know what was into the Je m'appelle culture. Every time I eat a baguette from now on, I'm gonna think, Walt would have loved this. That is gorgeous. Now I have eaten at Primo Patisserie chicken, rotisserie, whatever it's called. I've eaten here before, and it shook me when I had it. I can still taste the bolognese sauce. I'm just kidding. Of course I know how to say bolognese. I speak French. Je m'appelle stupid. Exactly. Okay, let's try the tomato soup. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Very nice. It came with little baguette pieces. Whoa, you smell that? Let's try it. Ooh. Oh my God, go away. There's a bird right on this chair next to me. Is that a sign from Walt, maybe? Is that him, do you think? I mean, of course, he would come to his favorite French resort. Well, if that's you, I'm sorry that I shooed you away. Thanks for the magic. That is pretty good tomato soup. It is not the best tomato soup ever, but it doesn't taste canned. And it has a very strong Italian seasoning flavor, more than your typical tomato soup. And that does make it taste a little bit like I'm drinking marinara. But there is a heavy cream aspect that makes it taste a little less like marinara, so that's good. So it's tart, it's sweet, and it's flavorful, but I'm not shook. I'm gonna give it a 6.5 out of 10. Next up, we have this Italian sandwich on Girlies. I'm in my Italian sandwich era, okay? I have been getting the Panera Italian sandwich every time I go to Panera recently. I go a lot. I love Panera bread. It is their best sandwich. It tastes like pizza. So I hope my Mamma Mia spicy meatball era continues and this slays me. The spicy Italian sandwich has salami, ham, pepperoni, sliced capicola. Isn't that a zodiac sign? Like a rising capicola? My capicola is rising right now. Vegetable gardenia. Okay, una. And then garlic mayonnaise. What is vegetable gardenia? I guess it's this like chopped salad looking mixture. I'm sorry, I have to dance. How do French people dance? Probably something like, oh, oh, I don't know. They're like, wee wee. Listen, oh my God. Okay, that's enough, Walt. Girlies, they are all off screen, but they're literally coming for me. Do you see her? I can't feed you. It's against the Disney rules. I'm not Snow White. I'll never be Snow White. Go find her. Whistle with her. Listen, Primo Paleontologist has to be one of Disney's best quick service restaurants. I really think that it might be the best. This is like a sit down restaurant moment. It really does. The bread tastes like an Asiago bagel, and I love Asiago bagels. I do wish the sandwich was toasted. I think that would have brought it all together, but still fantastic, even though it's cold. Colder than Elsa's soul. The salami, the pepperoni, the capricorn, they all have a strong Italian flavor, but none of them are too salty. A lot of pepperoni can be too salty, and pepperoni can also give the gout. In case you haven't heard, I have gotten the gout from eating 60 turkey pepperonis. My foot swelled up like a hot air balloon, and I couldn't walk for a day. So I'm hoping this doesn't have the same effect on me. It very well could. Gout does exist even in the land of magic, and this vegetable gardenia moment is incredible. It's like a chopped salad, but it also has a pickled flavor to it. It tastes like kind of like pickled bell peppers, pepperoncinis, lettuce, all those things in like a vinaigrette that is so tart, and it just brings the whole thing to life. It's an incredible sandwich. I'm giving it 9 out of 10. If it was hot, it will be a 10. Last but not least, we have the most experimental item, the dessert fries. Oh my goodness, this is so different and crazy. Walt is so out of control. You can't take him anywhere. I just keep mentioning him. Maybe he's possessing me. Hello, welcome to 1950. These strawberry chocolate fries have cinnamon sugar french fries topped with chocolate ganache, strawberries, and honey cream cheese. Oh, so it's interesting. Usually when there's like dessert fries, people tend to use apples instead of potatoes, things like that. They still use potatoes. They said Idahoan people also like dessert.
Oh.
You know what that's giving? That's giving fries dipped in a Frosty. Only the quirkiest girls dip their fries in Frosty. I'm sure Walt did that too. This somehow is so wrong, it's right. The fries do taste salted to me, which is really nice because it really balances out the cinnamon sugar blend. And the cinnamon flavor is very light. It's barely there, but I do appreciate the hint of it. The chocolate ganache to me doesn't taste like chocolate ganache. It's much lighter, it's less rich, and it's more just like a chocolate syrup. And then the honey cream cheese kind of tastes like a watered down cream cheese frosting, and the strawberries taste fresh. I think it somehow really works, and the fries are still very crispy underneath all this goop. I'm gonna give them an 8 out of 10. This lunch, pretty much 8, but dinner's gonna be at a much more luxurious place. We are actually gonna eat on the top of that building at Topolino Terrace. I came back to the Riviera for dinner, and this time I was able to park here because I have a reservation. Oh, look at her go. We are eating at Topolino's Terrace, which is on the 10th floor. Flavors of the Riviera. I mean, a Riviera is just the river, so are they saying it's just gonna taste like water? That's just one flavor. I took the elevator all the way up to the very tippity top of the building, and I tap danced my way there. And this is it, Topolino's Terrace. I love saying Topolino's, fettuccine, Alfredo. As you can see, they have paintings, wine, all the bougie essentials, and the decor in this restaurant is giving shredded paper, letters that have been destroyed and then taped to the ceiling. I really love that because it's glorifying recycling, which is what we should all do. This is the menu. Pause if you'd like. Now, guys, one of the best things about this restaurant is they actually have a real life terrace. So you just go out. I struggled to open the door. It said pull and I was pulling, but it was just a very heavy door. Oh my gosh, the fresh breeze up here was truly magical. You could see all the Disney resorts and the ocean. They gave me some free, very sharp bread and some olive oil as well.
So this is by far the fanciest place we've been to all week. Can you see me? I can't see you. And I'm feeling the vibe. I'm feeling it. I mean, look at these French breads. They look like high heels. I think that's on purpose. Strut, 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 right? Do you see it? Very high fashion. Also, they have a terrace and they have the blinds down so that we don't get roasted like those girlies in Final Destination. Remember them? They're charcoal now. Oh, yes. Hello. Yes. Thank you so much.
Looks amazing.
My appetizer's already here. That was so quick. But first, we have to try the high heels with the olive oil. Now, he said that this olive oil is made with sun-dried olives. Isn't that incredible? They probably just put the olives out on the terrace. That's all they had to do. But let's try it. I feel like this is gonna poke my uvula. Stay away from her. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Well, remind me never to sun-dry my olives. It's not bad, it's like bitter olive oil. It's like olive oil that has really held on to anger. Now, the high heel French bread is really nice. Oh, it didn't have the red bottom, so I don't think they're real, but it tasted like typical French bread. A bit chewier than normal, but I do feel like baguettes are supposed to be crunchy. And yes, Walt, that bite was for you. I'm gonna give the bread and the olive oil a 5 out of 10.
This is my appetizer. I got the ratatouille fritters with this spicy tomato sauce. Ooh.
So these are ratatouille fritters. Listen, when you're eating at a French-inspired Disney resort and you don't pick the item that has ratatouille in the name, are you even French? Like, I've only seen the movie Ratatouille once, but I thought it was cute, you know? Unsanitary, but cute. I feel like Mickey secretly made that as like an autobiography because the whole time Walt was making Disney World, Mickey was under his toupee, just like steering. It's like little ratatouille pancakes. I'm hyped. Okay, I can't finish this appetizer that fast because when they come back in a minute, they're gonna be shocked by my acceleration, my chewing speed. So let's take a bite of this salad. It seems to be possibly fennel. I think that was a garnish. Well, the garnish tastes like celery, cilantro, and soap from Bath & Body Works got together and said, we should make something demonic.
Let's do that.
But the fritters are incredible. The texture reminds me of like a potato pancake, and I love potato pancakes. They're quite soft, yet a tiny bit crispy on the outside, and the veggies don't really have like a healthy veggie flavor. Thankfully, right? I can only really taste like the delicious batter, which is slightly sweet and very delicate. Overall, it's a very simple flavor, and that pairs... Oh, the blinds are coming out. Coming up. Oh my gosh, don't look at me, guys. I'm sparkling. I love that. Look at this view. Wow. What was I saying? This tomato sauce is so potent. It has like a strong chipotle pepper flavor, but it's barely spicy, and it's paired with this. I love saying paired. It makes me feel like I'm eating something with a wine, which I never do because it's expensive and I don't have the palate for that. But it's paired perfectly with this really acidic, bright tomatoey vibe, and it's just incredible. It goes so well with the fritters. I adore this appetizer. 10 out of 10.
This is my entree. I got the beef cheek with polenta and a sauce and a crispy thingy.
Okay, so this is the beef cheek. Now, I think I had pig cheek once. Where was that? Oh, I think on a cruise, one of the cruises. And I think I liked it, but I wasn't sure if it was this cheek or that cheek, or we just don't know these things. Now, this definitely must be the cow's mouth cheek, because I think if it was the other cheek, it would take up the whole table, right? They got a big badonkadonk, and I can really relate to that. Anyways, what does this have on it? There's like a big styrofoam.
Do you have a question on that?
No. It looks great.
Okay, I thought you were looking up what the little cracker was on top.
Oh,
Oh, past filming, Timmy was too nervous to say, yes, that is what I'm doing. Explain to me what every aspect of this dish is, sir. Get over your social awkwardness, Timmy. Be a man.
So it's red wine braised beef cheeks. It has artisanal polenta, butternut squash relish, haricot verts, popcorn gremolata. Okay, AMC. Are we gonna see a movie? And banyuls jus. Listen, I understood popcorn. Everything else is a riddle. So I'm guessing this is the popcorn thing. It's like a little hat for the cheek. Imagine me like wearing a little hat on my cheek. That'd be cute. What? Let's first try the polenta with this sauce. Oh. Okay. You know what it tastes like? It tastes like very liquidy mashed potatoes with mac and cheese dust mixed in, but I like it. It has the sweetness that Kraft mac and cheese has, and a bit of a sharpness with a sort of corn grainy texture and a slight potato flavor. I think it's very elegant. It's like a less heavy potato. Now let's try this. That must be decor, because it tastes like a wall. Wait, actually, it does kind of taste buttery like popcorn, but in a very subtle way. Let me dip it into the polenta. Oh yeah, I'm just here dipping my popcorn wall into my polenta gravy. What is life? Now it's time for the beef cheek. It does have a lot of like white things on it. It looks kind of like flour, like someone was like in White Chicks. It's all over the table now. I feel bad. That was so unprofessional. Oh, wow. It just falls apart. It's like a short rib, but instead from the face. Oh, wow. Oh, I'm not sure. So, the thing about this is the flavor's incredible. The flavor tastes like a short rib, but more potent, like a classic beefy flavor, but just stronger and saltier. Oh, and I love the red wine flavor. It's extremely potent also. And there's also a strong garlic flavor. So the main flavors here are beef, like Arby's beef, like meat. And then garlic and red wine. Texture-wise though, it's not my favorite because it does fall apart just like short rib, but it's much fattier. And it's not like there's blobs of fat. There's fat throughout every strand. So it's like a strand of beef and then a strand of fat and then a strand of beef and then 2 strands of fat. Do you get me? It's just too much blubber for my liking. This is why I don't eat whale. I don't even think you're allowed to eat whale. So don't do that, right? But this is why I don't also. And like when it comes to blubber on other steaks, I can just cut it off because it's in like a chunk. But when it comes to the cheek, it's just a part of who it is. I'm trying to accept it, but I'm struggling. As a lot of people say about me. A lot.
Girl, that vein looks tense. What is going on? I think it's the lighting, but also I do have a naturally massive vein in my forehead.
But because it has amazing flavor and because I like the polenta a lot and the crispy thingy, I'm gonna give it overall a 6 out of 10. Look guys, the sun is starting to set. It's getting really pretty. I like my popcorn chip though.
This is the dessert menu. I chose fruit of the forest. It's a mousse with a sorbet and a cake, and it's all berry forest themed.
Okay, so this is the prettiest dessert I think I've ever eaten. The waiter was so nice and he explained every element of everything. So apparently there's a hibiscus cake underneath, so it's an edible arrangement. And then we have blueberry basil sorbet and some sort of a mousse. I forgot what it was. Let me see. Black currant mousse. I'm gonna take the flour off. Let's get a little bit of everything in one bite. Ooh, the currant mousse is very firm. Wait, maybe this is that the mousse? No, that's the, everything's flying around. Yeah, the mousse is firmer than I imagined. This is plant-based, so that might be the reason. The sorbet is just a piece of ice. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, this is called fruit of the forest. If I lived in the forest, that's what they would call me. Okay, the cake and the mousse are gone. Let's try this blueberry sorbet. Okay, I truly adore this dessert. Every aspect of it besides the blueberry sorbet, because it barely tastes like blueberry. It mostly just tastes like a fresh sprig of basil. I feel like Giada would taste that and say, "Where's my margarita pizza? I got to put the basil on it." And it's the iciest sorbet I've ever had. But the cake and the mousse go so well together. To be honest, the whole thing truly just has the taste of fresh tart berries. The cake tastes like fresh tart berries. The mousse tastes like fresh tart berries. It is all very cohesive, truly refreshing and delicious. There's really nothing else going on at all, but I'm happy there's not because I love this simple bright berry flavor. It is perfect after a heavy meal of cheek. I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10. If the sorbet was better, it would be a 10. So I mostly really liked Topolino's Terrace.
Every time I come to the Contemporary Resort, I just truly feel like I am visiting the future, right? It just has that vibe to it, but it also feels really old because it is. It was built in like 1802 or something. It wasn't that long ago, but like it was built back in the day. And I have stayed here once. Like I said at the beginning of the video, it wasn't worth it, but that doesn't mean that it's not nice. I just think that no hotel is worth over like $500 a night or even like $200 a night, to be honest.
But that's just my opinion!
Look at the gorgeous view with the Bay Lake, whatever tower they have here, and the monorail. Anyways, I had my Wednesday lunch at Steakhouse 71. I don't know why it's called Steakhouse 71 and not another number. It could mean anything. It could mean they have 71 flavors on the menu. Like, it's giving Baskin and Robbins. Who knows, you know? But anyways, I got the chopped salad for my appetizer.
Okay, so before I eat, girlies, this waitress is the best waitress I've ever had. She's British. You guys know I love my Brits. And she's so talkative. She's so nice. So you guys are gonna be very mad at me. I got a burger. Every time I order a burger, I get comments saying, "Timmy, you only taste test burgers and chicken tenders and you call yourself a food critic? You might as well taste that's a Lunchable or a Lunchly if you're a Jake Paul fan," which I'm not. Whoa, that just popped out of me. Wait, is it Logan? It's one of them. How am I supposed to tell the difference? They're twins. It's like when they duplicated Lindsay Lohan. It's the same person. Anyways, I got the burger because my wonderful waitress said it's the most iconic item in like all of Disney property. So I'm so hyped to try it. I got it with Parmesan fries and I got this salad to balance out the burger. The Steakhouse 71 chopped salad has chopped iceberg, cucumbers, grape tomatoes, carrots, dried cranberries, goat cheese, white balsamic vinaigrette, and brioche croutons. They gave me the butt. Girl, that is so much better than it looks, to be honest. The moment it came out, I noticed it wasn't really chopped. Oh my gosh, it's so good so far. Delicious. Lovely. I love her. Oh my God. And I gotta say, the lettuce and the carrots and all that stuff just tastes like a lettuce blend from the grocery store. You know, it doesn't taste like a restaurant type of blend. But the dressing is so otherworldly and next level and next dimensional. There's a hint of balsamic, but it mostly just tastes like a really tart, sour, slightly sweet, maybe a little honeyish vinaigrette. And it's so flavorful, it could bring any plant to life. It could make a log in someone's fireplace blossom. And then the goat cheese almost tastes like cream cheese. It's very subtle and it just adds this like heavy richness that goes so well with the tart flavors. It's not perfect, but I'm really enjoying it. I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. By the way, I'm giving the water a 1. Do you know why? It tastes like Disney World water fountain water. Water fountain water. Fountain water. Should I have said water twice there? I'm not sure. The grammar is not computing. What is a noun? What is a verb? Beep bop boop. I can't compute. Dr. Seuss. And I've never had water that tastes like a water fountain at a sit-down restaurant. So I think that's kind of appalling, but it's still hydrating. It just kind of tastes like metal and iron. Tastes like Tony Stark's suit after a long day. Ugh.
Here's my entree, the iconic Steakhouse burger with the Parmesan waffle fries. Oh, it looks so decadent and scrumdiddlyumptious, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
It smells real good. It smells charred. Let's see what's so special about this burger. It has a signature beef blend. Beef is beef. What are you blending it with? Other cows? That's just beef. Pork belly. American pork belly. I'm not a big fan of pork belly. It's like gooey bacon, but I'm keeping an open mind. This is a very iconic burger. I've said it 10 times. This is the Taylor Swift of burgers. American cheese, lemon aioli, red onion, house-made pickles, and a brioche bun. Let's first try the Parmesan waffle fries. So far, great, but I haven't tried this yet. But this is great. Listen, I think that really works. They are subtle, but there is an interesting je ne sais quoi that just makes them a little different and more exciting. They taste like a classic, salty, very, very crispy waffle fry, but there's a hint of cumin, and it's just adding a little bit of fiesta to my day that I always need. And the Parmesan cheese adds a little bit of sharpness, a little bit of extra saltiness, but it mostly adds texture. It brings a chewiness to the crisp. I'm not blown away, but I think they're unique and I really like them. I'm gonna give them a very strong 8 out of 10. By the way, girlies, I'm feeling pretty today. I am, because I got 2 whole compliments on my shirt. See, it's Donald. No one quacked at me, thankfully, because I feel like that would just be rude. Oh, speaking of shirts, yesterday I wore my Monster University shirt, right? And I've never seen that movie. I don't know who those monsters are. I've never seen them in my life. Well, I've seen the first one, but I've never seen the university. You think I want to go to college with monsters? And on my way out of Topolino Terrace, one of the employees said, "I love your shirt." And I was like, "Thanks." And then she was like, "Monsters University is one of my favorites." And it looked like she was almost getting emotional. And I didn't want to say I had never seen it, so I was like, "I know, I love it too." Anyways, let's try this burger. Hopefully the belly doesn't upset my belly. She was so right. She was so right. I trust her with my life. That burger is by miles the best Disney burger I've ever had. I don't know which character is back there cooking, but whoever it is definitely not Cindy, because she thinks pepper's spicy. It's definitely not Mrs. Potts, because she steams everything with water and has never heard of sazon. This burger is so seasoned. I can taste the garlic powder on it. I can taste the fresh cracked pepper and the salt. It just has so much flavor. It's astonishing. I typically, to be honest, guys, I'm not a big fan of sit-down restaurant burgers. I like fast food burgers more, which sounds crazy, but I feel like sit-down restaurant burgers are never seasoned enough. You know, at least fast food burgers have a signature flavor. Burger King tastes broiled. McDonald's tastes like plastic, but like the most delicious plastic ever. So I'm so surprised this genuinely has a signature flavor too. The beef blend is blended perfectly because the texture is amazing. The pork belly really works for me. It wasn't gooey, it was a little bit crispy, and it added a little bit of a chewiness and a smokiness that just accentuated the burger even more and just gave the meat itself more flavor. Perfect amount of ooey gooey cheese, and the pickles added such a fresh burst. I'm giving the burger a 10 out of 10.
This is the dessert menu. I got the chocolate banana cream pie. This is it. I expected it to be a pie shape, but it wasn't. It's okay.
So this chocolate banana cream pie, oh, it's vegan. I keep getting the vegan desserts. It makes sense because I am vegan. Even though people like to say I'm not because I eat meat, I'm vegan. It's milk chocolate mousse, caramelized banana, vanilla wafer, macadamia nut crumble, caramel sauce, and vanilla bean chantilly. It's like a shell. Ooh! Okay. I really love the macadamia crumble. It's toasty and nice, but everything else is vegan trash. It's like what a vegan puts into a hefty bag. Do they use hefty bags? Probably not, because I don't think they're biodegradable. Usually vegan desserts to me are typically good. They're typically a lot like non-vegan desserts, but this time I can tell that there are things missing. The mousse is going because that's what mousses say, but it also has barely any flavor. It just kind of tastes like mostly sugar with a hint of chocolate. Last that I heard, chocolate's not meat, so they could add more chocolate chocolate to this, but it's so light and the texture is a little eggy. It reminds me of like an omelet, which is so ironic because there could never be eggs in this. And then the crust has no flavor and it's hard as a rock. Overall, it's not satisfying, it's not appetizing, and it's not joyful. And we need more joy in this world. Everyone's mean. So I'm gonna have to give it a 3 out of 10. Now that does not negate the fact that the burger was iconic and the salad was delicious. So I still had a great time. Stay tuned for tonight's dinner because girl, it's gonna be full class.
It's dinner time, besties, and we are once again eating on top of the whole resort. We are eating at California Grill. I have eaten here once and it was delicious, so I had to come back. Ooh. And even though the restaurant is in California, you only have to take an elevator to get there. No plane required, just a little bit of faith, trust, and pixie dandruff. Someone please get Tinkerbell some head and shoulders ASAP. This is what it looks like. It's really pretty, really elegant. And guys, I had the best view ever. Look at this. I could see Space Mountain. I could see Tron. I could see Cindy in her castle. Is this how she felt when she was just a peasant girl? Looking at the castle from a distance, thinking one day I'll trick the prince into marrying me, and I'll take over the kingdom. She's evil, guys. Don't you see that? Anyways, they put this really cute key design on my table. I don't know what it's for, but I was flattered. This is the menu. Pause if you'd like. They have appetizers, entrees, and desserts. And this is the bread service. We have some rolls and this gorgeous piece of butter, plus this oil tomato goop.
Girlies, we're in Cali. You want to be on the big screen? Come to Cali. You want to see a beach? Come to Cali. You want to breathe in smog all day? Come to Cali. Oh my gosh, I should be California's spokesperson. So we got our California Grill napkin. We got our view of Disney. We have a perfectly sculpted blob of butter. I don't know if you know this, but the Amish don't only churn butter. They sculpt it too. Have you ever seen one of their butter statues? No, you haven't, because it melted too fast. But trust me, it's true. Anyways, let's try a roll with butter. So last time I was here, the butter slayed me, I remember. So I know I'm going to be slayed this time too. Sarah Paulson. This butter. Now let's try this tomato oil stuff. Oh my God. This tomato olive oil is liquid gold. This is what happens when you don't sun dry your olives. They actually taste good. Take that, Tapatola. It was Terrace. Tapatoli ravioli? I don't remember, but this is incredible. The tomato really still has such a acidic freshness to it, and it goes so well with the rich, real high quality olive oil. The bread is a very flaky roll. It's almost like a dinner roll with the texture of a baguette. And then the butter is so salty. Adore, j'adore, Dior. I'm giving the bread service a 10 out of 10.
For my appetizer, I got sushi with eel on it. Yes, it's eel for real.
So once again, for the 50th time, the experimental seafood era continues. This time I got eel. I've never in my life tried an eel. I didn't think that the electricity would taste good, but also flotsam and jetsam never looked appetizing to me. But I thought it was time. It was on the appetizer menu. Oh, also this is a Prix Fix menu where you get to choose one appetizer, one entree, and one dessert for a flat fee of like $92 or something like that. I know it's a lot, but guess what? We have a great view of the castle, which still doesn't make it worth it, but you know what I mean. This is called the Barbecue American Eel Roll. It has unagi, avocado, cucumber, dragon sauce. Donkey's wife made the sauce, what? That's crazy. Toasted sesame seeds and crispy garlic. Honestly, besides the eel, it sounds amazing. As you can see, the eel does have a tail here, and they gave me these really fancy chopsticks. Do I get to keep these? Timmy, who am I kidding? Probably not. And also, I don't know how to use chopsticks. Why would I keep them? Ooh, the eel is very soft. It has sort of like an omelet texture. Here we go. Oh, wow. Oh, ooh. Ooh. Let me eat some of this. Pickled cucumber. I mean, a pickle, right? I'm gonna take the eel off. Now that I've tried it, I need not to try no more. Okay, bye, girl. Slide off. Go back to Ursula. She misses you. My poopsies. Without the eel, that's fantastic vegetarian sushi. The cucumber tastes real fresh. Avocado tastes great. Rice tastes great. And this dragon sauce honestly tastes kind of just like soy sauce mixed with duck sauce. And the eel is not something that I would ever want to eat again. The flavor wasn't too bad. It tasted just like how the ocean smells. If you've been to the ocean, you know that smell. It's almost like a seaweed, sea kelp, sea anemone vibe. That's what the flavor tastes like. What really threw me off was the texture.
A lot like the mussel.
It melted in my mouth instantly, and that really upset upset me. And it was actually a lot softer than an omelet. So flavor wasn't terrible, but just the texture was too much for me. I'm glad I've tried eel now though. So in this one video, I've tried like half the ocean. I'm really proud of myself. Call me a marine biologist because I'm researching. I'm gonna give it 6 out of 10.
For my entree, I got the pork tenderloin with the polenta cakes and this big cube of pork belly with some greens.
This is the cast iron grilled pork tenderloin with goat cheese polenta cakes. I think 2 of them. Roasted pork belly. I didn't see that part. I didn't know it came with pork belly. You guys know I'm a pork belly hater, but I liked it on my burger today, so maybe I'll like it again, you know? Also polenta, again. I'm a polenta stan. Call me Miss Polenta. And it also has stewed greens, Zinfandel glaze. Who is that man? I've never heard of him. And heirloom apples. Let's first try the polenta cake. Ooh, crispy. Oh, enchanté. Enchanté. It's a lait. I just slobbered down my lip. That was very nice. The breading is incredible. It tastes like Cheesecake Factory's fried mac and cheese breading. And that's the highest compliment I could give any food entity. And then the inside really does have a strong goat cheese flavor, but it also has tons of herbs in there. I can really taste some rosemary, some thyme, and it gives it almost like a roast chicken flavor. And then the polenta added some hearty kind of corn texture, but it's not the main star. The goat cheese is. So I really enjoyed that. And the sauce is kind of sweet. Love. Now it's time for the hunk of pork belly. So I have an inkling that I'm just gonna despise this. I'm sorry, like I'm prejudging it. I am judging a book by its cover. I'm judging a pork by its belly. You can see the layers of the fat with the layers of the pork. So it's kind of giving like a mini cake with like frosting layers, but instead of frosting, it's blubber. Okay, get off. Oh. I'm sorry, I had to disassociate. You know, the congealed layers really did melt in my mouth, and I think I would have rather just had them be chewy. Just the fact that it just melted on my tongue, it angered me. Now, flavor-wise, it does taste like a nice slow-roasted pork, but it's more fat than pork, and I can't handle that. I do adore the sauce. Once again, it's sweet, it's barbecue-y, but in a classy way. It's like watered-down barbecue. So great flavor, but I hate it. Next up, let's try these greens. Oh, wow. This really is a sea anemone. You know how sometimes you'll see like little wildflowers on the side of the road? I feel like someone got out of their car, picked them, and then cooked them. This is giving wildflower. It just tastes a bit too herbal for me, a bit too floral, and the texture is much too fibrous for my dainty molars. So I'm not into that. But now it's time for the pork tenderloin. That was really hard to slice. I felt like an idiot. Okay. I love it. I love it. That's so delicious. That is a perfectly charred pork tenderloin. It's still juicy in the middle. It's crispy on the outside, and it has kind of like a fried flavor to it. I don't think it's fried. You know, this isn't the fair. This is California Grill, but it has that delicious aspect to it, you know? And it's coated in this like sweet sort of deli mustard glaze that I just adore. I love mustard. That's why they call me Colonel Mustard. Actually, no one's ever called me Colonel Mustard, but they should start. Delicious, wickedly talented. So I'm giving the pork tenderloin a 9 out of 10. Yes, it puts the tender in loin.
For le dessert, I got the pistachio mousse. As you can see, it's designed intricately with details and decorations.
This is so cute. I love that it looks like it's growing moss. That's so Anne of Green Gables. Princess Cordelia would love this. And so would Marilla. So this pistachio chocolate mousse has white chocolate crunch, pistachio croutons, and cacao nib tuile. Tuile? Another mystery word. Let's find out what it is. Oh, it's soft. Oh, it's like a cup. Let me get a piece of moss. Oh. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's it. That's it, I'm moving cross country to good old Cali. That is incredible. The shell has this amazing, almost like Rice Krispie crunch to it. Listen, I love pistachios with all my heart, everything in me, but sometimes things like pistachio pudding can be a little bit too sweet. Even though I love it, they can go overboard. This has just the right amount of sweetness, just the right amount of pistachio, and there's like a chocolate pudding mixed with that mossy cake underneath. Truly a perfect light dessert. It's getting a 10 out of 10 from me, girlies. I had a great time here at California Grill. Thursday. Let's go to the Polynesian resort, girlies. Girlies, I thought no one was around, but one of the security guards saw me strutting and he said, "Excellent, man, excellent." I was like, thank you.
We are spending the day at Disney's Polynesian Village Resort. So I basically parked at Magic Kingdom and I just took the walkway to the resort. As you can see, it's really pretty. The buildings are like sort of wooden, but they have really cool designs and there's some like futuristic glass on them. So it all comes together and it's really pretty. This is why I critique food and not architectures, okay? Because I'm not good at that. Now, I made a little bit of an oopsie. I always vlog using my phone, right? And for some reason, while I was filming the clips, I actually wasn't filming, but I thought that I was. Instead, I was filming my feet walking from spot to spot. I'm not really exactly sure how it happened and how I didn't notice the whole time, but I hope you've enjoyed looking at my sketchers. I will revlog all the stuff that I was trying to vlog during dinner, okay? Don't worry. Anyways, I actually vlogged the lake, so that was nice. And this is the restaurant that I'm eating at. It's a quick service place called Captain Cook's, and I got the Polynesian chips. I also got the Thai coconut meatballs with rice and a Moana cupcake. Ooh.
Girlies, the Polynesian resort is so gorgeous. I mean, look at the plants. We all know plants give off oxygen and H2O. Oh, that's fresh. My lungs were like, oh, this is paradise. Look at us. Look at us. Oh, bird. I'm just so happy to be here. I feel like Takeout before Maui stole her heart because he's a trickster and a shapeshifter before she turns into the embodiment of hanger, right? Because that's how I get to, girl. I get it. Anyways, let's try these Polynesian chips. They are potato chips and wonton chips. I think it's some sort of a seasoning. So we have a wonton here, a potato here.
This family just stared at me with a caca face. They were like, okay, girl,
I get it. Influencers are the most annoying type of humans, but I'm not like the rest. I'm not like the other girls. I'm socially awkward and I sparkle. I love the combination of the starchy potato chip with the crispy, almost bready wonton chip. It's just a nice, slight difference in texture, but it's overall very crunchy and crispy. And it's all very seasoned in this salty, slightly sweet dusting. I really like it. I do. I'm gonna give them a nice 8 out of 10. Very satisfying, but very salty. I need some hydration so I don't bloat too much. You know, tomorrow I'm going to the Grand Floridian and I need to be deflated. I need to be deflated by then because I'm gonna walk in, they're gonna think I'm some sort of luxurious balloon and they're gonna try to pop me. That's not what I want my experience at the most Grand Floridian resort to be. Anyways, let's try these Thai coconut meatballs. I love meatballs. I love coconut sauces. I'm so ready. Also, the portion is huge. This is extremely heavy. House-made all-beef chili garlic meatballs cooked in a coconut cream served over white rice. Okay, let's get some meatball. Ooh, a little tough. Oh. Okay, wait. Let me just say, these meatballs are genuinely fantastic. They taste fully homemade. They have no processed Subway type of flavor to them. They just taste like someone literally is rolling meatballs back there and has meat-covered hands because of it, you know? The chili flavor does come through. They're slightly spicy, very garlicky, and just salty enough. So they're a slay. The rice is also perfectly steamed. I think Mrs. Potts really was on her A game today. But my issue is the sauce. Like I said, I love coconut sauces, but this one is ultra sweet with almost like a vanilla flavor. It reminds me of coconut vanilla pudding. Like that is the vibe it's giving. And there's no saltiness in the sauce to balance out all that sweet. I feel like Willy Wonka made this. He was probably like, girl, today we're gonna make something different. We're not making candy, we're gonna make an entree, but it's still gonna taste like candy. Ah. I'm a genius. Also, the sauce itself has a kind of loose gelatinous texture to it. Can you see that at all? Put on your glasses, girl. I don't think your vision is 20/20, sis. Mine isn't either. I'm not judging you. Mine's like 1902 200. It's this kind of jello-fied texture that is icking me out. I love the meatballs. They're all gone, but the sauce really brought it down for me. If I was just judging the meatballs, I'd give it a 10. To be honest, they're perfect. But because of this horrible sauce, I'm giving it a 5. Ooh, my bag is flying. Is this lighting really bad? I'm sorry, guys. I wanted you to see the pretty... I think people heard that one.
Good. Even if they're in a luxurious resort, this is real life and people need to burp.
Last but not least, we have the Moana cupcake. Did you see Moana too? I loved it. Love beyond. Makes me want to go beyond, you know, whatever troubles I'm facing. Now, it was very similar to the first movie, but if there's another one, girl, I'm not giving any spoilers away, but Moana's about to give Elsa some competition, girl. Elsa's like,
I don't even care about competing, Anna. Leave me alone. Leave me in my ice castle. No one likes me. No one cares about me. I froze the scepter. Did you see me freeze the scepter? Mother and father got lost at sea, and I'm here causing the next ice age.
this is so pretty. Is the flower edible? I'm not risking it. Pluck. Wait, I think Moana's edible. Girl. Oh, she is. Ooh, that's like nice white chocolate. This is a vanilla cupcake with toasted coconut mousse filling, buttercream, coconut flakes, and white chocolate Moana piece with a fresh orchid. Where's the filling? Okay, thanks. I know it's supposed to be very coconut themed, but I could barely taste any, so many words. I could barely taste any hint of coconut. It mostly just tasted like a Publix cupcake, like a supermarket, bakery, birthday cupcake, very basic kind of dry cupcake underneath. And then, girl, are you a dinosaur? What was that noise? Oh. She got mad at me for that. I'm sorry. Calling someone a dinosaur is not an insult. They're really cool. And then the frosting just tastes like vanilla frosting. It wasn't even filled. Just a really basic vanilla cupcake. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10. So this wasn't the best meal ever, but at least I got these chips.
We are back at the Polynesian Village Resort for dinner, and as you can see, I actually vlogged this time. There were no technical malfunctions. The robot inside me did not say beep bop boop, I cannot compute. It said, I'm gonna eat this. And I'm gonna slay. And that's what it did. So this is the lobby. Is it not stunning? I love the balloons. And this is the little store they have here. So cute, a lot of merch. And here's the stairs with some old carpet. Now this is Ohana, we're not eating here. I've always wanted to, but I cannot get a reservation.
It's upsetting me.
Here's another shot of the lobby from the second floor. And this is where we're actually eating, Kona Cafe. I have eaten here once. It shook me. I loved it, so I'm back. There's a lot of flowers, a lot of walls that look like rocks. Love that, very rustic. And this is the dinner menu. Pause if you'd like. A lot of entrees, burger, sides, all that good stuff. And they gave me rolls with butter. How gorgeous.
So if you haven't, oh, the lighting's aligning perfectly with my big shiny bald head. I'm glowing. Am I pregnant? Maybe. Either way, I'm glowing. I'm so happy to be back at Kona Cafe. So I've eaten here once. It was one of the best meals of my entire life. I'm not joking. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not being hyperbolic. My favorite word. That meal made me feel more beautiful than I've ever felt in my life. Oh, I need to sing. I need to sing about it. I had the dumplings. They were so crispy. I also had the short rib. It was glazed and delicious, and then I finished off with bread pudding with pineapple and coconut. And it changed every aspect of my life. Anyways, my last waitress was incredible, and this waitress is even more incredible. Like, they have the best service here. It feels like family. Also, last time they didn't give me bread, I don't think. So this time we have bread. I think it's like Hawaiian rolls. No.
Wow.
Never in my life. It's stuck. Never in my life have I had a fresh Hawaiian roll, but now I have, and I am forever changed. I've only had the store-bought kind, but these are like next level. They're a bit sweeter, they're fluffier, they're warmer, and they have like a golden brown flavor to them. And then with the salty butter, it's incredible. 10 out of 10.
This is my appetizer, the seasonal soup. It's a coconut curry with pot stickers in it. Ooh.
This smells so good. I'm about to pick it up and gulp. I'm gonna go full bell. So I got this because the waitress told me that it came with pot stickers in it. And last time I tried the pot stickers by themselves, they had this like crispy like hat on them. It was like a crispy sheet. A sheet. It wasn't made out of linen, but it was just like a crispy batter, and it just enhanced the pot sticker so much. So I had to get the soup version. Coconut curry, love coconut.
I'm sorry. How's the soup?
Don't be. It's so good so far. Amazing.
The chef prepared those all fresh from the
Oh my gosh, I can taste it.
Yes.
They're like crispy, like on the outside, and the inside just has so much flavor.
They take too long because they customize when you order, so they don't want to send it to you.
Wow, so it's like fresh. Like if they get the order, then they make the
They
dumplings.
make it for you.
That's amazing.
Enjoy.
I love that. Thank you. Isn't she wonderful? Guys, this is delicious. I do have some notes. Okay, it's not as perfect as the dumplings by themselves, but I'm still really enjoying it. The dumplings taste just as good as last time, and they have a bit more of a bite to them. Like the filling is very textured. There's like something crunchy in there, maybe himika or something. The fact I remembered that word is crazy. Brains are insane. There's like peanuts floating throughout this soup, which I love. And the pot sticker like wrapping is so tender and a little bit crispy on the edges. Delicious. Now the broth is good, but I feel like it's a little bit too salty and there's not enough curry flavor. It's very light. So it's mostly like a very salty, creamy sauce with a hint of curry. I would like less salt, more curry, less bloat, more flavor, you know? But it's still fantastic. Don't get it twisted. Don't be a pretzel. I'm gonna give it a very strong 7 out of 10.
This is my entree, the Asian glazed chicken with rice and bok choy and this gorgeous sauce, or should I say glaze?
So this is the Asian marinated chicken with sticky rice, bok choy, and an Asian mirin soy glaze. It's stunning. It's stunning. I love that the rice has a shape to it. I mean, I have a shape, a very voluptuous one. The rice does too. Am I feeling competition? Yes. I guess I just squish it to make it come apart, or, oh, let's try the rice. I thought it would taste like any old rice. No, it tastes like steamed rice, but with a hint of sweetness and maybe a tiny bit of vinegar. It's simple, but more interesting than basic old rice. This is America's Next Top rice grain right here. Now the bok choy. Whoa. Oh, wow. You would think bok choy would just taste like bok choy, right? No. Once again, they took something basic and they elevated it because that's what Kona Cafe does. That is the most buttery, salty, kind of charred bok choy I've ever had, yet it's still juicy on the inside. I'm realizing bok choy is sort of like hot lettuce. Sort of like a hot salad, which sounds horrific, but it's really amazing. It's such a simple, refreshing vegetable. Love. Now the glazed chicken. This chicken is subtle, yet extremely flavorful in the sense that it has a very toned down soy sweet flavor to it. It is not super loud, but somehow it's paired with like black pepper and this charred flavor, and that really brings it to life and makes that toned down flavor enough. You know, I think we all want to be enough. Like J-Lo. Love that movie. Also, it's extremely juicy chicken. It is not dried out whatsoever. So I am so impressed. I love this meal. It is simple perfection. I'm giving it a 10 out of 10.
This is the dessert menu, and this is what I chose. I got the sugar-free pineapple cake something, you'll see. And the wonderful waitress gave me a free dessert, guys. Look, it says congratulations.
Girlies, my waitress gave me this for free. It's a congratulatory like platter of like little desserts. I'm so grateful. That was the sweetest thing ever. And it is a very special occasion. I got my PhD in oceanic seafood this week, right? So I've learned a lot. I now have a different career path. But let's first try this cake. This is the no sugar added pineapple hapia cake. And it has pineapple hapia, pineapple cake, macadamia nut crunch, mango orange jam, and pineapple ginger compote. Oh, it's like a cheesecake, I think. Okay. Okay, it's different. It's different. It reminds me of a cheesecake with the happiness sucked out of it. Every bit of joy that the cheese felt in Philadelphia, gone. In all seriousness, it has the texture of cheesecake. It looks like cheesecake, but the flavor honestly tastes like absolutely nothing.
Tell me you like it and I'll be happy.
Oh, it's great so far. It's great so far.
Liar!
I'm excited to try this.
Yes.
Thank you so much again.
It's macaroon, coconut macaroon. They're chocolate, but that one is like a mild chocolate.
Okay.
The other one, they had grenadine or some kind of fruit inside. The other one
Awesome.
is peanut butter, but I don't
Ooh, I
taste
love
like
peanut butter. Oh, does it?
Yeah, I don't taste it. I
Good
would
to
say
know.
more like a lemon.
Okay, I love lemon.
And the green tea.
Awesome. Thank you so
Happy
much.
birthday.
I really do like the crust, so that wasn't a full lie. It is sort of like a cakey, graham crackery, lighter moment, and this mango chutney stuff is very flavorful and it's very strong, and it really helped the blob of nothing in the flavor department. Okay, so I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 10, but I'm excited for all of this here. Let's just do like a speed round. Oh, flavor, I missed you. That tastes like a Hershey's Kiss in macaron form. It has that rich milk chocolate pure flavor, but it has a crispiness and a chewiness and just amazing. This one, it does taste like lemon. That's a classic chewy lemon macaron. I think this is a macaroon, right? So we got a macaroon, we got a macaron. Wait, isn't that the French president? Bonjour to him too. I'm not a big coconut person, but that's delicious. Chewy, sweet, and it almost has a shortbread flavor. Adore. Now these little chocolates, there's so many things. Oh, that's like a dark chocolate with a hint of passion fruit. Delicious. And this one, oh my God. This is like a chocolate filled with like a lemon meringue flavored goop. This was a 10 out of 10, not just because it was free. It was truly delicious. And let's try this congratulations sign. I had another amazing meal at Kona Cafe. Friday. Ooh, my belly. Did you see that? Did it jiggle? Right.
It's the grand finale day, and we are spending it at the Grand Floridian Resort. This is Disney's priciest resort by far. I mean, look at the lobby. It's stunning. Every time I walk in here, it takes my breath away. I feel like Belle dancing with a dog. There's a fancy staircase, just like in Beauty and the Beast. And also, Chip is on the floor. I had to crush him once again. Oh, and his mother, Mrs. Potts. Oh my God, the steam. It's too hot. This is the outside area. It's so pretty. It's very calming. They have a gift shop called Sandy Cove, and this restaurant is 1900 Park Fare. It's a buffet, but we're not eating there today, girlies. We're eating at the Grand Floridian Cafe. I've never been here, and I've always wanted to try it. The decor is very Grand Floridian, right? It's very on brand. A lot of pastels, a curtain from 1802, and this is the menu. It's a brunch moment, so they have some breakfasty stuff, some non-breakfasty stuff.
I don't know what to do. Okay, so guys, I'm aging. I mean, aren't we all? But girlies, this is serious. Another sign just sprouted out of me that I'm getting older, I'm aging, I'm slowly turning to dust. And that is this right here. Do you see it? Do you see it? It's a gray mustache hair dangling on my lip. I've had gray hairs throughout my beard, on the sides of my big bald head, but I've never had one in my mustache. Girl, there's no going back now. I'm about to be a salt and pepper Zani, and that might sound like a good thing, and it probably is, but I don't know why this one mustache hair really brought me down to earth and made me realize that I'm never gonna get younger. I'm only gonna get older. I'm only gonna get more wrinkles. I'm only gonna shrivel up more. Okay, I had to get that out of my system. I'm fine now. We are at the grandest restaurant, in the grandest resort, in the grandest park, in the grandest state, Florida. I wouldn't say that, but let's just go with it. On the grandest planet, inside of a massive Pillsbury Grand biscuit. We have complimentary biscuits and whipped butter. You guys know I love a buttermilk biscuit. This is a citrus butter, and this is just like a normal butter. So I'm just gonna dip it in because it's whipped like you're supposed to. Thank you so much. Ooh. First, the plain butter. And the citrus butter. Those are the quintessential, perfect biscuits. Ooh, I slobbered. They have that classic homemade biscuit flavor, very salty. There's a slight like baking soda flavor, super buttery from within, but they're so much fluffier and softer than your typical biscuit. Some of the fluffiest biscuits I've ever had. And the normal butter is iconic, super salty, super high end. You can taste the bubbles that the air has implemented into it because it's whipped, right? But the citrus butter is where it's at. It tastes like orange marmalade mixed into butter, but it still has a full butter texture and richness. It's not watered down at all. The biscuits are a 10 out of 10. Oh, they're grand. Pillsbury.
Here's the Floridian Eggs Benedict with the hash brown casserole and the stuffed French toast with the bacon et swine.
Okay, girlies, this is a lot of food, and I'm ready to feast. I'm so hungry. Oh my gosh, it all looks amazing.
Of course, and I don't know if you saw it, but they put a hidden Mickey in the front.
Ah, They did. Girl needs to sit in Mickey. I love that. Mickey's just always hiding. What is he hiding? So let's first try the bacon. She asked me if I wanted it crispy. I said, j'adore, of course. That is just perfect bacon. It's not too salty, but it has the full bacon flavor, perfectly crispy. It is thin bacon, but not in a cheap way. It's like it's purposefully thin. I'm gonna give the bacon a very strong 8 out of 10. Now, the hash brown casserole, I love that it's in a circular circle, a sphere-shaped sphere. I'm pretty sure they only do that just so they can create the Mickey head shape, right? He's so conceited. The fact you're gonna change the whole shape of a hash brown casserole as a vanity project is crazy to me. Dare I say, dare me to say it. Oh, you double dog dared me. Okay, I'll say it. This is better than Cracker Barrel's hash brown casserole. I never thought those words would utter out of my mouth. Maybe stutter out of my mouth, but not utter. It has the same cheesy, oniony flavor, but it's more creamy, a lot more creamy. Like, I can taste some cream cheese in here for real. And the onion flavor is stronger, and the black pepper flavor is stronger, and the cheese flavor is extremely sharp. I'm positive they used sharp cheddar. It just adds even more life to an already perfect creation. That's a 10 out of 10. This is a very different take on Eggs Benedict. It's the Floridian version. So it's going to taste like palm tree leaves and alligator skin. Ooh. Smell it, take it in, smell it, take it in. The Floridian style Eggs Benedict comes with 2 poached eggs, corn cakes, instead of an English muffin. Good, English muffins are overrated. I don't care if I talk like this. I don't care. They don't taste that good. Pulled pork, pickled red onion, and poblano hollandaise sauce. Topped off with crumbs from a Publix sub. I'm just kidding. The rest of it was real, but there's no Publix sub on here. Oh my gosh, I'm not ready. This is insane. That is so much better than normal Eggs Benedict. Benedict Cumberbatch really needs to rethink his original recipe because I think it's really outdated. This is how you do it. Of course, the people of Florida know how to make an Eggs Benedict. Yeah, we also know how to be super weird. The corn cake tastes like grilled corn pudding. It's sweet, it's creamy on the inside, and then the outside is like buttery and crispy. Insane. And then the pulled pork tastes like Cuban pulled pork. And you guys know I'm having Cuban, so I know my lechon. It is super shredded. It tastes marinated, slow cooked. It's salty enough. It's perfect. And then the egg is perfectly poached, and this poblano hollandaise sauce tastes like normal hollandaise sauce with a hint of poblano. I wish it was a little stronger, and I wish it had a bit more of a green chili flavor to it, but still incredible. I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. This is the best brunch I've had in my 30 years of history. Okay, last but not least, we have this French toast. So this is the passion fruit, guava, and orange French toast. It's basically just stuffed with all those things. Ooh, don't get too crazy, Timmy. It's only 11 a.m. And there's also this blob of cream stuff. That's the best French toast I've ever had in my life. What is going on? This really is the grandest resort. The French toast itself is perfectly thick. It is so crispy on the outside, yet still so fluffy on the inside. It's not soggy whatsoever, and it just has that classic French toast flavor that we all know and love. But then this orange guava passion fruit jam is the most flavorful preserve I think I've ever had. It almost tastes spiced with like different spices. Like there's that star spice and the other ones that aren't the main star, but you know, there's a lot of spices in here. It is not too sweet. It has that bright tropical refreshing burst, and it really balances out the heaviness of the French toast so well. And then this cream cheese stuff is basically like cheesecake filling. That's another 10 out of 10. I have to say, this truly was the best brunch of my life. I truly mean that. And I will be coming back here for sure. Grand Floridian Cafe has not seen the last of all of this.
We are back at the Grand Floridian for my final meal of the week. So this time we're going up the stairs. Look at her go. She is so delicate, light as a feather. We are eating at Cítricos Dining. So basically it's this restaurant that is kind of like a little Oh, it's kind of like a little boutique. It's really pretty. The seats are all different. They gave me a table next to the window with a gorgeous view. Love it. This is the menu. As you can see, they serve really classy things. They serve class on a platter. And they gave me some bread with some guava infused butter. And I got the house salad for my appetizer. It's very voluminous.
This place is so cute, guys. It has like a boutique vibe to it. The AC is pumping, and it makes sense because it's called Cítricos, and I feel like I'm in a giant citrus. I feel refreshed. We have a candle. It's fake, but that's good because it's safer. And we have some sourdough bread, which is warm, with this guava infused butter. You guys know I'm half Cuban, and I love guava, but I've never even thought that guava butter could exist, but it does. Half of my mind is blown. So let's try it. Oh my God. What? Not only does it look just like the fake candle, they could be sisters. That is groundbreaking. It tastes like guava cream cheese. So it's very sweet actually, but there's also salt crystals. So it has that sweet, salty kind of salted caramel vibe going, but instead of caramel, it's guava butter. So I don't know why I compared them because they're totally different entities, but it tastes amazing on this warm, fluffy sourdough. I love it. I'm giving this a 10 out of 10. Sorry, I had to blow it out. Now, this is the Cítricos house salad, and I got it because it has an orange vinaigrette, and I really wanted to fit the theme of the night. You've heard of James and the Giant Peach. The sequel is called Timmy and the Giant Citrus. So the Cítricos house salad has smoked walnut granola. Okay, trying to make yogurt jealous. You took her man. Cotija cheese, love cotija cheese. It's like feta, but with more fiesta. And sour orange vinaigrette. Sounds simple and fantastic. It has these like crispy thingies on it. It's like purple. What is that? I don't know what that is. It tastes like astronaut sugar. You know what I mean? Like, you know how like astronauts eat food that's like stopped in time? That tastes like sugar that's been paused. Oh, wow. I think I'm supposed to cut this. This is the refreshing flavor I needed. I feel like I'm chewing a Fanta. Oh my Lanta. Come on, DJ from Full House. Other than the weird time traveling sugar, this is pretty fantastic. It is very simple, but the greens taste really high end. I think it's butter lettuce, which is actually grown by putting butter into the sprinkler system. Science, I don't know how it works, but the tomatoes are so fresh. The granola adds a really nice crunch, and the dressing is the main star. It is extremely sour, very vinegary, super strong orange flavor, but in like a freshly squeezed Florida orange kind of way, you know? It doesn't taste like tang or something like that. And it's a little bit sweet. It's so fresh. I love it. I'm giving it a very strong 9 out of 10.
For my entree, I got the short rib, as you can see, with little sides. Gorgeous presentation. Looks like art that you can digest and turn into caca.
This short rib smells important. It smells like something that matters. This is the Malbec Guava barbecued short ribs, aged cheddar creamy grits, roasted poblano, curtido slaw, and Brussels sprouts. The portion's kind of dainty, but it's fine because it's a fancy place. Fancy people eat crumbs. That's just how it is. Let's just dig in and get a bite of everything. Oh, it falls apart so good. Wow, I'm not ready. I'm not ready for this. This meal is incredible. The Brussels sprouts are a little charred, but very soft, softer than your typical Brussels sprout. They kind of just dissolve. And I love that because sometimes Brussels sprouts can be chewy and my molars are like, Mama, we need a break. They are lightly seasoned, but they're just buttery enough that it works, you know? I do wish I had more though. They gave me like 2 Brussels sprouts because they're cut in half. They were more like decorative sprouts, but they taste so good. I love them. Now, the cheddar grits I think could be cheesier, but they're very creamy and I admire the fact that they have bigger chunks of grit in them. What is that what you call them when it's like a single grit? It's a grit. It reminds me almost of like a savory rice pudding. This slaw is super tangy and it has almost like a Cholula hot sauce flavor to it, which I'm loving. I love Cholula. And this green sauce, tastes like green chili enchiladas mixed with Alfredo sauce. It's like heavier, but it still has all that chili goodness. And the short rib really is the main star, as she should be. It is coated in this amazing sweet barbecue sauce. It's not really giving guava. It's more low key. It's like, I am made of guava, but don't tell anybody, okay? And I respect that. It's charred on the outside, so tender on the inside. There's not an ounce of fat in there. It's just completely completely lean and the exact type of short rib that I admire. I'm just here living in my giant orange gooped by this meal. I didn't see that coming. I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. Oh yeah.
For my dessert, I got the dessert trio something something. I'll explain what it is in a second, but it's so funny looking, right?
This is the cutest dessert ever. I don't know why it looks like something Dr. Seuss would eat. You know what I mean? Like there's a gumdrop on there. There's a gold flake. That's a gold flake. Okay, so one of these is vanilla custard, another is dulce de leche, and another is seasonal cream. Which season? I hope it's spring, because my favorite date is April 25th. Because it's not too hot, it's not too cold. All you need is a light sweater. Let's just try each of them and guess our way through. The red one first. What even is this? That's the vanilla. So the cream is in this like crispy thing. It reminds me of a pastelito. A lot of you know I'm half Cuban and we eat pastelitos. It's like a little pastry. The vanilla custard has a strong vanilla bean flavor and it tastes classic. I love it. And now the gumdrop one. She's seasonal. That's very nice. It's like a lemony, slightly mango-y, very light cream in the same type of pastry thingy. I like it. And this one with the gold must be dulce de leche. Hello? Oh no.
My microphone wasn't on, and you probably could barely hear me. Girlies, oh, I'm so sorry. Was it that bad? I don't know. Anyways, the dulce de leche was pure, rich, thick caramel. A lot better than Wither's original. In that crispy coating with a layer of chocolate, that added a lot of richness. Fantastic. Last but not least, whatever this is. And I also... Ooh! I think I was supposed to dip each of the things into that because that's very concentrated. That's like super strong guava cream. Super sour and acidic, but I like it. This was a fantastic dessert. I'm gonna give it a very strong 8 out of 10. Girlies, this is the end of the week. I had the best time eating at these luxurious places, but I have to say, you can get cheap food that's just as delicious. That's the realization I had this week. But still, if you watched this whole thing, you're that girl. Give it a big thumbs up, subscribe. I'll see you guys next week. Love you so much. Bye, girlies.